What it do? Welcome to Club 32, the Gridiron Podcast, the People's Podcast. We keep it real. No fluff, no filters. I'm your host, Ron, and I came back to recap the matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers on Saturday. I remember that. I saw it. Hey, look, I'm just a fan that like to talk about the game, and you can come on here and do the same. Final score from that game was the Ravens turned up 41 to the Packers 24. Let's dive right into it. But before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can stay in the loop with Club 32. Let's go. D-Hen went in again, as we know he did. Come on, let's talk about my boy Henry going nuke out that bitch. Huh? Derrick Henry didn't just dominate. No, he didn't. No. He etched his name into NFL history with the career best yardage and a rare 4-touchdown performance, showing he's still a generational force, and we should have never let him go. That's crazy. Anyway, the backup, QB, dual thriller, was looking crazy, man. It was looking... Definitely was a battle of the backups, but it wasn't a bad game at all until started off decent, and then it just took off. I mean, Henry did pop out early with, those touchdowns, but nonetheless, man, look, when you had both Lamar Jackson and Jordan Love unavailable, Tyler Huntley and Malik Willis going to step in and do their thing, delivered an electrifying, inefficient, and ultimately contrasting performances. One clutch, one chaotic. Really defining the narrative of this contest. Despite Willis's breakout statistical night, Green Bay's defensive woes and run defense, it collapsed. And it turned what should have been a confidence booster into a critical late season blow. When you look at how, playoff impact has been rippled because of this, Baltimore's win keeps their faint AFC North hopes alive and sets up a season-ending, deciding Week 18 showdown, while Green Bay is locked into the number 7 seed with nothing but pride left to play for. We in there, baby. I don't see no reason why to rush them back, get them healthy, get them in the game so they can keep going on. Look, did you really see the unstoppable ground game that Derrick Henry went off on? 216 yards and four tugs. Come on, man. Look, that was the core of Baltimore's offensive efficiency. Kept the Packers off balance and controlled the clock throughout the night. Let's talk about Malik Willis, man. Another former Titan. He went 18 for 21, had 288 yards in the score, plus 2 rushing touchdowns before he exited with a shoulder injury. So, I mean, he was trying. You cannot knock what he tried. And then, so, them injuries, man, boy, them injuries get you. And you know what? I felt like it was going to be a lot of running from the quarterbacks on, just because if rookies, they're going to trust their natural, well, I'm going to say rookies, the quarterbacks, I'm sorry, misspoke. They're going to trust their natural instincts. A lot of times you see backups come in, and especially mobile backups like that, they're definitely going to use their legs. They're going to use their legs, even if it's just to move the chain, because they just want to keep the drive alive and keep going. They'll go to reliable targets and tight ends for checkdowns. Like I'm telling you, like it's very consistent with this. And then if they can open up something because of a dominant, and I think that's what the advantage for the Ravens came in at, because Henry was able to open up a ground game that allowed Huntley to get a few more passes down the field. I mean, it wasn't super, amazing, but it was good enough to take the game and not lose it. I mean, Henry gave you 28 by itself. I mean, let's go. You know what I mean? So, hey, when we look at Baltimore's oppressive control, that's what I want to call it, over 40 minutes of possession, go crazy. What? Flip the script, and was able to take advantage of this road game and kept Green Bay's offense, disjointed, if you will, for majority of the contest. Because, what can you do if you don't got the ball? What can you do without the ball? You tell me. Try to get it. That's all you can do. The Ravens, they opened up fast, racking up 27 points in the first half, man. I'm telling you, man. While the Packers could only answer when they could, I guess. It wasn't the best put together performance for them. Putting them in a hole that they really couldn't climb out of. But did you know the bigger question? Baltimore, hear me, Ravens fans. Come closer. Come on. Ravens probably like, what the fuck was this shit at all year? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Maybe if we were playing like this all year, we wouldn't have to come down to week 17. Come on, bro. Week 18, I'm sorry. Week 18 bout. Look at the divisional opponent. But you know what? I don't even think they got nothing to do. You know, I think they wanted it. It's good TV. It's good marketing. Hey, that's why they flexed it to the Sunday night, man. They always seem to be at the end of this. I mean, this is like getting traditional. It's getting very traditional. If they can ever manage it and they meeting in the middle, it get traditional, man. It get very traditional. But nonetheless, man, look, hey, 40 minutes is amazing. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, and then, Green Bay's defense, they struggle to contain, both the run and the short to immediate passing routes. Frequently yielding chunks of yardage that flip field position and tempo. The special teams, we give him momentum. Tyler Luke's perfect kicking night and timely special team plays that aided in Baltimore's control efforts and deprived the Packers of an easy field position late. You don't give the team an easy way to beat you, come back, score, or what have you. No. Every blade of grass is earned. It's a game of inches, and if you want it, you get it. If not, I guess you end up, 41-24? Yeah, for sure. So, look. Jumping into some of these player grades and highlights, 4-22. Derrick Henry, man, we'll give him an A+. Ravens running back had a career night performance with 216 rushing yards, 4 tugs, and turning this game into his showcase. Tyler Huntley, Ravens quarterback, we'll give him a B. He was efficient enough in the relief of Lamar Jackson, going 16 for 20. 107 yards and a tug. He minimized his mistakes, and he led the pivotal late scoring drive. So, I can't take it from him. He got a B. He earned it. B for brother. Keep doing your thing, bro. Zay Flowers, Ravens wide receiver. I'll give him a B-. He made the key touchdown grab late, but limited overall yardage kept his grade kind of moderate. He didn't really have a big statistical game, but it was a decent, efficient one. And they won. That's all that matters. So, hey, dubs up for Baltimore, man. The Ravens' offensive line, I'm going to get them a B. They opened key lanes for Henry all night long, helped avoid negative plays, as well as protecting Huntley adequately when they needed to. Going over to the other side, looking at the Packers, Malik Willis, I'm going to give him a B+. Like I said, he had an electric stat line, honestly. 288 yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 2 rushing touchdowns. But his unit's struggles limited strategic impact in anything that they could have brought to the game. Christian Watson, Packers wide receiver. I'm going to give him a B. One of the few consistent receivers posting 113 yards and a touchdown. Looking at the Packers' defensive front, give them a C-. Because they failed to contain Henry and allowed too many second-level rushing games, like too many. And that's a massive liability, especially going into the playoffs, where some teams might like to lean on the run game. So, yeah, it's going to get kind of tough right there. And then when I look at the Ravens defensive unit, I would have to give them a B-. They were pressured, but they never folded. But timely stops, and run defense adjustments made key differences over there on their side of the ball. When I look at the special teams, I'm going to give the Ravens an A- and the Packers a C. Luke was perfect. Okay. And Packers had fewer impactful special team plays than they would have liked to have. Because, you want to try to win on all phases in every aspect that you can. When something is failing, something else should be able to support that. They weren't able to put that together And this is the result of it. The Ravens, they chose to keep their hopes alive. Baltimore improves to 8-8, staying in the AFC North hunt and setting up a crucial Week 18 matchup versus Pittsburgh, where the division title and playoff berth are on the line. Big matchup. I'm going to be there to see it covered, and I hope you are too. But Huntley's efficient control raises questions about a potential role, even when Jackson returns. Tell me what you think about that. Baltimore, talk to me. What y'all think? I think y'all want to stay with Jackson. I want Huntley. Do you think if you can give Huntley the tools in the offseason and the training that he can become an efficient QB1 for the Ravens? Is that a good move? Do we move on from Lamar Jackson for Tyler Huntley? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Let me know. Or better yet, come on the show and tell me to my face. Say it to see. I'm just looking for y'all to do your thing. That's what I'm here for, and I want you to do it. Something to think about. I mean, then you look at Willis's dynamic out at, boosted his trade and free agencies stop, league wide. And a lot of times that's what a lot of these teams end up doing. They end up understanding their trajectory towards the offseason, so they'll get some of their second and third string talents to then take more of a bigger role, so be more of a showcase, more of a display. If I'm trying to shop this guy off and he can come in and have 200-300-yard games, 2 touchdowns in the last 2-3 games, I might be like, hey, yo, what's up with him? He's developed. He's gotten better. I want to check him out and see what he can do for us. But nonetheless, man, Baltimore, they got to fight it out. Packers, they locked into it as the number 7 seed in the NFC. But 3 straight losses, that'll dampen anybody's momentum, and that's not no vibe I'm trying to go into the playoffs with. And then coaching decisions about Love's health and Willis's future is the type of things we are going to be paying attention to moving forward to see how that does it. When you look at the division-wide impact throughout the league, the NFC North now belongs to the Chicago Bears, leaving the Packers with a tougher playoff path. Meanwhile, the AFC North is dangerously close with the Ravens and the Steelers right here this last Week 18 bout trying to battle it out for a game. The Ravens' depth in the ground game and offensive line help overcome instability at quarterback, while the Packers' lack of a stout defense or defensive front, I should say, was very much exposed. Very much exposed. And if you go in there, I'm gonna run through you too. If you telling me I'm gonna run through you, you're getting ran through, bro. Like that's what's gonna happen. Nothing stopping that. Nothing at all. Looking at the remaining schedule for the Ravens, 8-8, second in the AFC North. Remaining game, Week 18 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I already understand that. Steelers gonna be 9-7 entering that contest. Critical AFC North decider, and likely the winner takes the playoff spot. We already know that is. Well, we already know that's going down. Looking at the outlook on that, this is the do-that scenario for Baltimore. I mean, I've been saying it the whole time. A road game with playoff position and division pride on the line. Ravens' ground dominance must continue, and defensive execution in the secondary will be the difference. Looking through the prediction lens, check my checklist. If Baltimore controls the clock again and limits the Steelers' explosive plays, their momentum could flip a Steelers crowd atmosphere into tension. But Pittsburgh's home field advantage and pass offense remain threats that could expose Ravens' late season inconsistencies. So that is something that we are definitely going to be taking and keeping a watch on. Baltimore's playoff fate now rests fully on this one tilt. They must show balance, limit turnovers, and move the ball consistently early to avoid digging themselves in a hole. Then we look at the Packers over here. What they got, 9-7-1, locked in as the NFC number 7 seed. Remaining game, they go, what is it? They play the Vikings. Vikings, they're coming in 8-8. Yeah, they're coming in 8-8. Effective. I mean, it's a meaningless game. I mean, playoff-wise for the Packers, it's not like nothing's going to change there. Only thing you can do is just want to give them an L and just beat them and go home. If I'm the Vikings, I'm just ready to beat them and go get on the plane because I already got my vacation pick. I'm ready to go home. Time to get up out of here. Let me get my 2 months. I'll be back in the spring, baby. And that, like, yeah, absolutely. But no, for real though. The key battles revolve around whether Jordan Love returns or if Willis continues developing as a viable high-ceiling backup. Possibly. A starter for 2026, but I don't think it's going to happen. Jordan Love will come back just fine. But the defense must tighten the run gaps and solidify the pass rush to avoid another blowout. This is not what they want. I actually think Green Bay would need this momentum going into the playoffs. It'll be better for them to take the win than maybe to take it. It's a battle here. Do you take the win and ride the momentum because you want the win? You want the win. You don't need it, but you want it. But then it's like, do you rest players that need to be rested because there is no incentive on winning here as far as your playoff position? You're locked in as a number 7 seed, and nothing is going to change there. So, rest, play. We'll see how they put it all together. But honestly, this Week 18 game should serve as somewhat of a dress rehearsal for the wild card round, if you will. So Green Bay's performance here, especially on defense, may set the tone for their postseason. Obviously, I'm not going to lie. But look, this Week 17 showdown between the Ravens and the Packers at Lambeau Field wasn't just a late season regular game. It was a collision of narratives. Derrick Henry reminded the league why he's one of the game's elite workhorses. Backup QB seized the spotlight, and both playoff hopes and roster futures were reshaped all in one night. For the Ravens, this victory keeps their dreams alive, but the path now narrows sharply to one final crucible. For the Packers, it was a halting reminder that talent alone doesn't win football games. Execution and consistency does. Baltimore's fate now rests on grit and grind in Pittsburgh. Green Bay travels onward, seeded, but still searching for the defensive identity that will carry them deeper into January. Because if they don't have it, think about a lot of these NFC teams, what the Rams, Seahawks. Who else is the Rams, Seahawks, the Panthers, Eagles, 49ers. These teams, the Eagles. I think they clipped their wings this season. Somebody been frying bird this year. But nonetheless, look. They need to get their defense together. Look, offense wins games. Defense wins championships. And they're battling for a championship. Get your defense together to give yourself a chance. But nonetheless, that's what it is and that's what it do. And with that being said, that is another one in the books from Club 32. So look, whether you cheered or choked this week, we just break it down the only way we know how. Real, raw, no fluff, no filters. And I want to thank you for coming through and rocking out with the crew. Look, I'm just a fan of the game to just talk about football, and you can come on here and do the same. And if you do want to get on the show, just send me an email at club32gp@gmail.com. Subject line, Club32 Guests. And make sure to follow us on all social platforms at Club32GP. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, we on it. Stay connected with the club for all of our NFL breakdowns and for your chance to be a guest and represent your squad the way they're meant to be represented. But until next time, look, it's been real. And good luck with your team. Because we will talk about them too. I appreciate you. Be safe.